I think we'll give them a year, 2 years to move it. If it doesn't,
it's all going to become digitized.
I paid $3,000 in taxes with 2 Bitcoin.
From the Satoshi's Hive studio in Lethbridge, Alberta, welcome back to Shooting the Shit. I'm Damien.
I'm Andy.
And we're just two guys sitting around a table talking about Bitcoin right here on Bimblebit.com. So we're going to check in with our time chain calendar blockchain height at 950,303. And that information is always accessible at timechaincalendar.com. So funny enough, as of yesterday, that was Tuesday, the 19th of May, we are 100,000 blocks away from the halving. So that means when that happens, the 3.125 Bitcoin that miners get now every 10 minutes is going to halve. That leaves 1.5625 Bitcoin.
Right?
Yeah, it's exciting.
Now they're having, and I think it's about 600 days or so, give or take, of when we will achieve that next halving.
There's a lot of countdowns going on. One of those is the Clarity Act. Great news for that.
And Mexican billionaire loves his Bitcoin.
Yeah, and the UAE, they're going to start using their Bitcoin a little bit more. Those stories and more on the way.
Be interested in some sweet treats?
Sweet treats? Those look like coins.
Finest kind of candy, ma'am. Folks call it Bitcoin.
They shine like gold. Do they taste as sweet as they look?
Maybe sweeter to the pocket than the tongue. One piece could buy you a whole herd someday.
So the Clarity Act was passed on Thursday.
Exciting.
And this is the most significant piece of legislation on crypto in U.S. history.
And the world.
In the world at any time. I mean, and so now it's passed the Senate, but it's got to go to the desk of the president. It's got one more approval to go through. They're trying to get it done for July 4th. I did just hear today they're trying to move that date up as quickly as possible. So we may see some movement in the next few days on that. I don't know. Hard to say.
I think they're really shooting for July 4th, the 250th birthday of the United States.
Yeah.
I think that would be great. But yeah, let's get it done. Please.
Let's get it done, eh?
Right.
I know, exactly.
So Bitcoin affects people all over the world, and Mexican billionaires are no exception. Ricardo Salinas Peligro confirms that 70% of all of his assets are in Bitcoin. That's cool.
That's a Mexican billionaire.
Yeah.
With 70% of his assets.
Well,
that's an amazing, that's not just dipping your toes in.
Well, the reason is that the dollar, the fiat currency, like we've talked about, inflation going up makes the dollar worth nothing. Well, the devaluation of the peso has pretty much pushed him towards what he calls sound money.
Right.
I love that term.
And it's funny how, depending on the world's different, the countries' economies are, Bitcoin is worth more or less in these different countries.
You're right.
Unbelievable,
Yeah.
eh? Unbelievable.
Yeah. It's cool, actually.
It really is, yeah. And hey, what about the United Arab Emirates now, hey? Isn't this something? They are allowing their residents to pay government fees and taxes in Bitcoin. Unbelievable, right? I mean, again, it's that whole thing about adoption. More places are taking it. So yeah, I mean, their crypto platform is approved to process government payments in the country.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
And we have a senator in the U.S. who was actually the first to pay his taxes, and we've got a video about that coming up.
Folks, it's me, Crazy Ken, inviting you to the only place where pre-loved crypto gets a second chance. Crazy Ken's used Bitcoin Emporium. Right now, everything's got to go zero down. That's right, nothing up front. These coins are disappearing faster than a meme stock on Monday morning. Once they're gone, they're gone. But you got to move quick.
So there's a lot of talk about unused Bitcoin and from dormant accounts, including Satoshi's, by the way.
Yeah.
And this is what CZ from Binance had to say. Check this out.
my gut feeling is this. My gut feeling is cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin will upgrade properly. All right. What we do with the Satoshi coins is we'll figure it out. I think we'll give them a year, 2 years to move it. If it doesn't, but hopefully before somebody cracks the address, we will freeze it or we'll burn it or however we will do.
If it's not yours, don't touch it. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. I think he gives all those old time wallets just a couple of years to kind of move into more newer made wallets. I mean, for safety purposes. So we'll see where that goes and how AI and all, the quantum computing and all that fits in. But he's saying let's give him a couple of years, but everybody should move from old wallets to new wallets, no matter where you're at.
How many stories have we had about whales in the last 2 weeks? And another one from 2013 just moved again.
Yes.
So I think that's what's happening. The security purposes.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Eric Trump was attending Consensus 2026, and he was talking about the ease of using Bitcoin versus traditional banks.
You think the SWIFT wire transfer system is going to exist in 7 years where you can't send a wire past 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday? Not a chance. Not a chance. You know why? These stable coins are coming around and Bitcoin's coming around, and you can transact using your smartphone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You think commodities are going to be traded on the SWIFT system where, again, people's money is frozen out? You don't get interest on that money for 72 hours? Of course not. You know what that's going to do? It's all going to become digitized. And the banks have fought like hell to keep that from happening, and we've broken the banks.
So there you have it. The banks, you wait. Banks wait. Banks wait. Bitcoin, it's right now. But he says when you hear those numbers and time frames, Bitcoin just makes sense.
It does.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
Absolutely.
And this is the senator we were talking about.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Another fun video from Senator Bernie Moreno. Says he was the first American taxpayer to pay his taxes with Bitcoin in 2016. Mm-hmm. Check it out.
In 2016, I became the first person in the United States of America to pay my taxes with Bitcoin to show the capabilities of the technology. Had I met the senator from Rhode Island, I would not have done that, as I paid $3,000 in taxes with 2 Bitcoin. So I would absolutely be in a better spot had I not done that. So we should have met each other back then.
It's like the pizzas from Laszlo. You have to start somewhere.
Exactly.
And what year? 2016.
2016. He paid $3,000 in taxes with 2 Bitcoin.
And now we've got countries that are letting their people pay with their Bitcoin.
Right.
That's where we've come.
Yes.
I think it's amazing.
Yes.
So your group YYC, they meet every month in Calgary. Talk a little bit about the group, Andy.
Great group of people, and lots of different talent, and they have a really lot of different things that they do within the Bitcoin world. Great group. I'll have more details on that next week.
Awesome. I wanted to talk about the fact that we've done the SAT markets in Calgary. We've done Bitcoin 2025 in Vegas. And when you get in a group of people that share the same ideas and like-mindedness of yourself,
yes,
the conversation can be absolutely incredible.
It's encouraging. It's a great place to be. You know, everybody around believes in the same thing, so it makes it very easy to be people to be around.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, if you have an event going on in your Bitcoin world, let us know. Bimblebit.com. We'd love to talk about it. Right now, it's time for our Bitcoin event calendar.
Satoshi Quotes. Episode 9. Being open source means anyone can independently review the code. If it was closed source, nobody could verify the security. I think it's essential for a program of this nature to be open source. Satoshi Nakamoto.
We are so blessed to be able to bring you this show every week. Thank you for tuning in wherever it is, Nostr, YouTube, from around the world. We really appreciate the likes, follows, and subscribes. Tell your friends, and it just keeps on going. If you feel so inclined, drop us a contribution there in our little QR code. It always helps, right? So a couple of last minute things. This is a magnificent story about AI and Bitcoin.
Yes. So a guy lost access to 5 Bitcoin when he changed his wallet password while he was drunk in 2015, and he forgot it. Well, he uploaded his old computer files to Claude AI, and it found his old wallet, identified the bug, cracked the password, giving him back nearly $400,000 in Bitcoin that he couldn't get before. Right? Is that a good story or what?
That's so good.
Right.
Fort Knox. Been a lot of talk about Fort Knox. President Trump actually wants to do an audit for Fort Knox. Holds about $1.3 trillion at today's price. Last time audited, 1974. That's 50 years, over 50 years ago. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's entire supply, you can check it out every day, every transaction on the Bitcoin ledger. There is no audit. You audit. We all audit.
Well, I'll tell you what, it kind of is audited every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Anytime, real time, every 10 minutes,
every
no vault.
10 minutes,
no
exactly.
Trust required. Just you. I got some last minute stuff going with gold.
Going with gold. Oh, yeah, Jay, put this still up. This is cool. So if you take a look at this, it's saying that U.S. American residents own 10.8% of U.S. residents own gold in some way, shape, or form. Well, it's now up to 10% U.S. citizens owning Bitcoin.
0.8% off.
Right.
And we discussed earlier before the show that I have no doubt it happened within the last 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Because people are seeing the buying now by major institutions.
Yes.
Which kind of, in a weird way, makes it real. We've been telling you. Right?
For quite a few years now. Yeah, exactly. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah. And Michael Saylor bought again. And he bought again.
Yeah.
And he bought again.
Huge, like $2 billion worth.
The supply squeeze is coming, so please do not miss your opportunity.
Agreed.
All right. Well, that is it from Shooting the Shit. I'm Damien.
I'm Andy.
We're just two guys sitting around a table talking about Bitcoin right here on Bimblebit.com.
Cheers, mate.